Hello and welcome to this month's video book review. This month we're looking at Stolen Focus by Johann Hari, and this is a fabulous book. Question for you. Do you notice lately, as I certainly have, that I've struggled to have focus and to pay attention to things way more than I did in the past? So that was one of the reasons I was actually really interested in reading this book. And it's a fabulous book. It covers 12 of the major causes why we lose our ability to focus so well. And with this, I suppose one of the things it reminds me of is Robin Sharma's quote, "With better awareness comes better choices. With better choices comes better results." And so becoming aware of what is causing me to lose my focus is super important. The other thing I love about this book is it gives a number of ways, based on good scientific research, on how we can overcome that. So for me, a couple of things that stood out. It talks about the difference between reading an actual book and reading a book online, and how when we read a book online, we tend to skim and scan and filter information, rather than when we're reading a book, it's a much more linear approach and it's much easier for us to focus. The other thing that was interesting for me is the impact of social media, and particularly where we're trying to convey information in short bursts to try and get attention, how that actually changes our ability to be able to communicate more effectively and to go deeper into topics. One of the chapters, in fact, a couple of the chapters, if you are parents, around children and the impact of all of these distractions on their focus and what we can do differently. And I was really interested in the chapter that was around play. So when I was a kid, we were allowed to go out in the paddock and play around. Kids nowadays basically have structure pretty much 24/7. They're very rarely allowed unsupervised play. And yet that's how we learn to negotiate with others, to be able to communicate more effectively and learn those skills that we need as an adult. So I found that chapter super important. The other thing I really liked about this book was that he looked at different research and was okay talking about research that conflicted with one another. So it gave you that more holistic view. He wasn't just trying to put one point of view across. And in the end, he has a call to action around an attention rebellion. So I think that's a really good thing too, about how do we get our attention back. So for me, this is a cracking read. Stolen Focus, highly recommend, because your focus is really where we create our value, our worth, and it gives us a way better life. So 5 stars out of 5 for me for this one. Until next time, stay magical.